Okay, so we are going to talk about on page 15. Page 15 about osmosis. Okay, so let's search on something. We can Google something and I ask you some questions. Did you see something like this? I wonder if you have ever seen something like salted fish. Paco, did you see this? 鹹魚.
Yes.
Why do they preserve the food like this? 加咁多鹽，點解可以保存到啲魚嘅？
Because there are some chemical reaction.
Not really, because when you add a lot of, it concerns the concept about osmosis. Osmosis. It is about the concept about osmosis. When you add a lot of salt， 即係你加好多鹽嘅話，你會醃住咗佢啦，係咪？你係咪醃住咗啲嘢啊？係醃住咗啲嘢啦。So that the salt concentration is so high, they cannot retain the water. 通常咧鹹魚你摸落係乾身啲㗎嘛，係咪？乾身啲冇晒水啦，所以啲細菌就生長唔到，所以佢就唔會腐爛啦呢條魚。平時咧你濕濕地嘅魚咧，你擺2日點都爛㗎啦，一定又唔雪佢。以前冇雪櫃啊嘛。又唔雪佢，又唔醃佢，擺2日乜都爛㗎啦。但係如果你擺鹹魚，加好多鹽落去嘅話，咁佢就一定會係唔係一定嘅，咁佢就大啲機會可以保存到佢。明白？咁咧 osmosis 呢課咧完全係教緊鹽同埋水，或者糖同埋水，總之啲水溶性嘅嘢點樣可以影響到水嘅喐動嘅咧？So in English, we're talking about by making something like salted fish. How do they preserve the fish without rotting? They will not turn bad because by adding a lot of salt, they tend to dry. They tend to dry the meat and the bacteria cannot grow as well because they don't have any water inside the meat. No water inside. Therefore, the fish will not can be preserved without any bacteria growth. Okay, so let's learn about osmosis. You can learn about these with the more professional terms. I want you to do this. Okay, so last time you learned about diffusion, right? You learned about all the diffusion. Particles tend to move around, until it looks like this, right? This is what we mean by diffusion. If we talk about a special kind of diffusion, osmosis, a special kind of diffusion, it means that water molecules can also move randomly. They can move around randomly, they can distribute evenly. They can go everywhere in the area. For example, in a cup of water, water molecules can also move around. Okay. And second point. Second point. When there are more solute, let me ask something. 黃文佑, do you know what is solute?
唔知。
我俾幾個例子你啊。I give you some example. 例如鹽啦、糖啦，有咩共通點啊 ？Solute. Salt and sugar, what are the common points?
就攞嚟調味同埋一粒粒。
調味同埋一粒粒都合理嘅，溶唔溶於水㗎？
用到。
係啦，即係話 solute 呢隻字嘅意思就係佢可以溶於水嘅嘢。OK， 溶於水嘅嘢。So solute, that means something that can dissolve in the water. For example, salt. For example, sugar. Please copy solute particles. Give some footnote to it. Right. Highlight solute and write down some notes. Something that dissolve in water. Solute is something that dissolves in water. For example, salt and sugar. Okay? Please write down now. On page 15, what is solute? What is solute? Solute is something that dissolves in water. Okay? When solute particles are present, when there is solute particles, water molecules don't like to move away. The tendency of water molecules to move decrease. That means I simplify the words. When there is solute, water like to stay with them. When there are solutes, water molecules like to stay with them. Okay. This paragraph is too long. It's not easy to understand. So please study. Please give some footnotes. Make it easier to understand, to read. The tendency of water molecules to move decreases when solute particles are present. Water molecules do not want to go away when they can stay with solute particles. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at imagine the blue dots. The blue dots are water molecules. Regarding one water molecule and another water molecule, let me give a name. Okay. Larab, are you here? Lorraine,
Yes, sir.
I have water molecule A and B. Do you see
Yes.
on the right hand side?
Yes, yeah.
Water molecule A, I want to ask which one are in contact with more pink particles?
A.
A or B can stay with more pink particles, solute particle.
I think A can stay because it has a lot of like blue things.
Okay, let me draw better. A stay in contact with 1, 2 pink particles, and B stay with more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay,
Okay.
so which one are in contact with more solute particles?
B.
Yes. Therefore, do you just make a guess? Do you think water A or water B want to stay in their position? When go back to here, when solute particles are present, water molecules don't like to move. B want to stay with 5 particles. A want 係
你可唔可以 send 第三課嘅 PPT 去個 Google Classroom？
OK
唔該。
好。Molecule B can stay with 5 pink particles，即係話粉紅色 B 嗰粒嘅水咧可以黐住5粒粉紅色波波喎。咁既然佢黐住5粒嘅話，佢可能唔想走嘅喎，係咪啊 ？Do you get what I mean? Lorraine.
Yes, sir.
總之就係話每粒藍色，如果我黐到越多粉紅色波波，我就越唔想走。
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So supposedly blue water molecule B want to stay. Water molecule A also want to stay, but then water molecule A has less power to stay here. Has less power to stay here because it's attracted towards the right hand side. It's attracted towards the right hand side.
Yep.
So you can see water molecules move towards the right. This is osmosis. This is very important. 咁好啦，呢度講前咗啲，講翻試下用書嘅概念去講。Okay, let me introduce a new word to you. We call this water potential. Again, I need you to highlight the term water potential. Water potential refers to how likely the water molecules want to move away. Okay, so when there are more你見到有兩個樽啦，係咪？兩個樽。 The blue dots, the blue bubble are water molecules. The pink bubble are solute particles. Solute 溶劑，即係話溶於水嘅鹽或者糖。Solute means those salt or sugar. Salt or sugar dissolved in the water. So that's one rule for you. When solute concentration increase and water potential decrease. 點解啊？即係話當我有多啲粉紅色波波留喺度，我係咪會更加想黐住啲藍色啊？粉紅色同藍色咧最中意黐住一齊㗎啦，所以呢度嘅 solution 2嘅呢啲藍色波波咧係唔願走開嘅，唔願喐嘅，佢哋中意黐實喺度嘅。相反，左手邊嘅藍色波波都想留低，都有啲想留低，但係佢嘅 water potential 係高於右手邊嘅。So you can say solution 1 has higher water potential than solution 2. You can write down this one. Solution 1 has higher water potential than solution 2. 呢個就係 water potential 嘅概念啦。OK， water potential 即係話 water potential water molecules in solution 1 is more likely to move away.總之，逢親講 water potential 嘅，你有少啲 solute， 你就會有高啲嘅 water potential。你有少啲 solute 就會有高啲嘅 water potential。係啦，咁呢個要大家去記嘅。When you have less solute, that means solution 1 has higher water potential than solution 2. OK， 有冇人唔係好理解？我睇唔到你哋個樣啊。It takes time. Sophia, do you understand this? Sophia. Tisha, you don't have microphone? Tisha, do you understand this? Understand the concept about water potential. Who is here?
Sir, I understand.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so solution 1 or solution 2 has higher water potential. I'm just afraid that you don't understand, then we cannot go further. Okay, let me go on. Solution 1, fewer solid particles, lower concentration. Therefore, solution 1 has higher water potential. 總之多水嘅少 solute 嘅就係多 water potential 咯。How to observe something with higher water potential? High water potential means that is there are more water molecules. There are less. There are fewer solute molecules. So remember these definition. Can you see? High water potential is defined means that there are more water molecules or there are fewer solute molecules. Okay. And for solution 2, they have lower tendency. There are lower tendency for water molecules to move because they like to stick. They like to stick with solute together. So they don't want to move. And we call this low water potential. For water potential, it means that it has the highest tendency to move. Highest tendency. Okay. This is pure water. It has the highest water potential. When we increase, when you have to remember this point, I will stop here. When you increase concentration, when you add more sucrose, then that is some kind of sugar, 蔗糖嚟嘅, then you are decreasing the water potential. Okay, so I will stop here. Next time, please, I will carry on this part. Okay, see you next time.